Welcome back, my friend, and today in this tutorial I'm going to introduce to you the fifth and final mind game called the Wealth Exaltation game. What does the Wealth Exaltation game actually mean? Well, before we dive into that, let's do a quick recap of what you have mastered within this mind game so far. By playing the different mind games within this program so far, you are officially a psychotherapeutic alchemist with the power to transmute lead into gold. You have mastered how to use self-exploration questions to become more self-knowledgeable and self-aware of the detrimental impact of the devious dozen archetypal traits. And you realize where you have had self-abusive and self-sabotaging behaviors. You've mastered how to identify with problematic characteristic traits that limit and impede your quality of life. You've mastered the knack, which is to recondition your pain to pleasure associations and deactivate the triggers of your impulsive drives and desires. You've mastered how to create action plans that redirect your behavior. You've mastered how to find absolution, and you've also mastered 3 powerful mind games of how to radically shift your perception so that you focus on the positive aspects of reality. So right now, you should take the time to appreciate yourself for getting this far in the program and for having done all of that inner work to break through the limitations and start shifting your focus towards the type of life that you would much prefer to live. And this is why you are now ready for the final and 5th mind game, which will take your thinking to a whole new level. So in this tutorial, I will show you the method of how to play the Wealth Exaltation game, where you will cultivate higher self archetypal traits, these divine disciplines that will actualize your truest, highest, and fullest potential, where you will embark on a life journey that expresses who you truly are, that reaches for greater standards, values, and virtues, and where you are maximizing your ability to live, create, love, give, expand, and excel in every way possible in all the different aspects of your life, to be all that you were meant to be, where you have a wealthy mindset that is focused on wealth creation, where you elevate your self-worth, advance your status, and idolize every part of who you be and what you do. Because sadly, millions of people today are living as they loathe to be. They are stuck in jobs that they hate. They are in relationships with no passion and intimacy. And they've perhaps let themselves go a little bit. And there are many people grinding a 9 to 5 on the hamster wheel and going nowhere fast, or they are lost, uninspired, and struggling to find meaning and purpose, where people are enduring lifestyles of unbearable stress, frustration, and misery as they combat demanding routines of financial necessity that make no allowance for true creative expression, recreation, and relaxation. I personally think that life is far too special and precious to not be enjoying the best version of life that you could possibly imagine. And your life does have the potential to be a magnificent venture that enthralls the soul with deeper meaning and higher purpose. you do have the God-given potential to express and develop the talents that you were born with. You've only got this one shot at life. So why waste it pursuing that which brings about suffering? Why not aim for the truest, highest, and fullest version of who you can be and what you could do? You see, the greatest misadventure in life is unmet potential. If you do not shine the light from within, you are likely to fall victim to the false light without. With false light adherence, one's mind and soul has become this empty vessel for the materialistic, meaningless, and mundane activities of life, where the Groundhog Day of a different day but same script is a psycho torture that demoralizes the way that one thinks about life and lives their life. If we are not expressing and developing the potential of our true nature, we are not unfolding and expanding into this world. We are not truly alive, but rather we are dying inside. We are dying from spiritual infirmness. We are dying from soul malnutrition. We are dying of a meek heart. We are dying with the inferiorities and insecurities of unactualized potential. We are dying from the disappointments and resentments of failed dreams. In the absence of personal growth, we are dying from personal decline. And listen, I don't think that you've come this far in the game to falter at the very end. And I'm not one for blowing smoke, but I know that within every fibre of my being that you were born with star quality. I know that you have the creative power and extraordinary talent required to manifest your dream life. I know that you can take your life to the next level in any area of your life. So that's why I have designed the Wealth Exaltation game to guide you to awaken that celestial flame within and shine its divine spark towards greater deeds. The Wealth Exaltation game is a process of designing and then cultivating a set of divine disciplines. These tailor-made archetypal traits that will tap into your inner genius and unleash your God-given attributes, where you embark on a journey of personal mastery, ascension, and achievement, where you aim for the greatest good, to be the best that you can be for you and your loved ones, and then take big, bold steps towards manifesting it. So, what exactly are the divine disciplines? Well, divine disciplines are higher self traits with proactive mindsets, where you condition your mind body with optimistic thought forms, where you cultivate visionary powers and forward thinking ideas, where you instill disciplined behaviors that expand your psychological and physical prowess. Where working with a unique set of divine disciplines, you will become sharper, happier, smarter, healthier, richer, livelier, and more loving and more content. That's because these new archetypal characters, these divine disciplines that you are going to design and cultivate, are super personas with super ordinate mentalities. They are dominant traits that supersede your lower self sub-personas. They take the place of and give authority over your lower self traits. Because when you are disciplined with higher self traits, you will have the higher power and mentality to quell lustful gratifications and override fears and insecurities. You'll have the mental integrity to extinguish self-sabotaging and self-abusing behaviors. Furthermore, the divine disciplines that you will create are characteristic role plays that you will integrate within your psychology. They will become keepers of wisdom that safeguard you with the good judgment of sensible thinking. They will become your inner mentors that counsel you in times of uncertainty and doubt. They will be your inner angels that guide you towards virtue and goodness. They will flame your heart with passion and joyfulness. They will lead you to happiness more than less. And they will have you doing things that you only ever once dreamt of. So think about it. Think about it carefully. If you are to cultivate a dream life that aligns with your true nature, then it makes absolute sense to develop the exact traits, the exact disciplines that you require to manifest its ambition. Developing a dream lifestyle that correlates with one's true nature is awarded to those with the right disciplines to manifest its promise. To reign supreme without, one must first discipline their domain within. To create wealth without, you must first discipline yourself with a wealth mindset. Within this game, there are 3 tutorials that teach you about 9 key divine disciplines that, from my own personal experience, I think are needed if you are to grow forward into your dreams. Because to become all you can be and cultivate your truest, highest and fullest potential, I think that you will need the traits of creativity, progress and peace. These 9 divine disciplines are what you will learn about in the tutorials that are titled the creative disciplines, the progressive disciplines and the peaceful disciplines. And once you have completed learning about those 9 disciplinary traits that will assist in your self-development, you will then move on to the game strategy, where I will lay out for you the step-by-step method of wealth creation, which means how to create a psychology that is wealth orientated towards cultivating wealth in every aspect of your life. So that's it. That's the end of this brief introduction into the wealth exaltation game. Now I want you to get started on the next part. Start with the creative disciplines tutorial, and I will see you over there.